Hello everyone. Our topic for today is audit of financial statement cycle. Sales and collection cycle refers to the set of processes that begin when customer purchases goods or services and ends when the company receives complete payment for the purchase to ensure that the company is not materially its revenues or accounts receivable. Related internal control: an auditor tests the controls the company has set up for the sales cycle to determine how strong and reliable they are. Common internal controls over the sales cycle include numbered sales invoices, purchase order authorization over a certain limit, and authorization over receivables write-offs. The auditor selects a random sample of transaction and examines the related purchase orders, invoices and customer statements. Classes of account include sales and collection. Account includes sales and AMP, account receivable. Business function include processing customer order, granting credit, shipping goods, and AMP, billing customers and recording sales. Documents and records includes customer's order, sales order, shipping document, sales invoice, sales transaction file and account receivable trial balance. Purchases and payment. It's used to evaluate whether the account affected by the purchase of goods and services and the cash payment for those purchased fairly presented in accordance with GAAP, to ensure that the goods and services purchased are for authorized company purposes and also to avoid the purchases of excessive or unnecessary items. Internal control. The first step in creating internal controls for purchasing is to put someone in charge of the process. Then, do not automatically assign this to the accountant if that person is responsible for strategic planning and other important functions that help maximize the profits. Also, finance manager should help to create the process or use an assistant to manage program. Classes of transaction include purchases. Accounts include inventory, property, plant and equipment, prepaid expenses, leasehold, account payable, selling expenses and manufacturing. Business function includes processing purchase order, receiving goods and services and recognizing the liability. Document and record include purchase requisition, purchase order, receiving report, acquisition transaction file, acquisition journal or listing, vendor's invoice, debit memo, voucher, account payable trial balance. Class of transaction includes payment. Account includes cash in bank, account payable and purchase discount. Business functions include of processing and recording cash disbursement, document and AMP, records, cash disbursement transaction file and cash disbursement journal or a listing. Payroll and personnel sources to evaluate the account balances affected by the cycle are fairly stated in accordance with GAAP. Internal control can either be an entity control or an application control. The control environment is the foundation on which all other internal control components are built. The control environment is considered to be an entity control because it addresses characteristics from management's perspective rather than from an application such as payroll software. Classes of transaction include payroll and AMP, personnel. Accounts include payroll cash, all payroll expense accounts, all payroll withholding accounts and AMP, all payroll accrual accounts. Business functions includes personnel and employment, timekeeping and payroll preparation, payment of payroll and AMP, preparation of payroll tax returns. Documents and records include personnel record, deduction authorization form, rate authorization form, time card, job time card, payroll journal or a listing, payroll check and payroll bank account. That's all for today. Thank you.